Hello friends, this is Bhupati. We are seeing a LinkU video series. This is the part 6 of our video. In the last part we saw how to apply LinkU in-memory objects, that is array list. We saw the applying LinkU on array collection, string array and integer array. In this video we will see how to use the LinkU query to filter the data from data table and sum the data. Okay, now let us go to the studio. I am reading an Excel file. Let me show you the Excel file. This is our Excel file. Okay, now I want to sum this total column. You can see the total sum is 34,860. Okay, let me zoom and show you. Now we need to sum the value of this total column. Now let us see how can we do that. I am reading this data and it is saving in this data table. Okay, or I will change it to input data table. Okay, this is our input data table. Now what we are going to do, we need to use an assign activity. Inside this assign activity we are going to write the query. What is our data table? It's input data table. We are going to sum, correct? Friends, we are not going to filter the data. We are going to add all the values under the total column. So here where extension method is not required. Only we are going to use only one LinkU query operator, that is sum. But I am not able to access the extension method sum. But if I make the data table as enumerable dot, then you can see we are able to access the sum LinkU query operator, and also all other LinkU query operators are available. Why? Because means we saw in the part 1 video, all the LinkU query operators is available under the class enumerable as extension methods. Okay, all the LinkU query operators are nothing but extension methods. Now we are going to use the sum extension method. Friends, before watch this video, I recommend you to watch the part 1 of this video series, so that you will be able to understand the basics of LinkU in the context of UiPath. So sum takes two parameters. There are totally 10 overload methods are there. In all the 10 overload methods, you can see first is a collection of data row, and second here is the output. Okay, it may be integer, double. Okay, but whatever the result coming in the second parameter, that is our output. Now first parameter is collection, so I am going to write lambda expression. It contains our collection of data, and then column name. You can see IntelliSense is popping up. We are passing the column name. Column name is total. Okay, I want the output integer, so we will convert this column to integer. Now our query is complete. Point some result. Now I will execute this. We will get 34,860. That's what the total value available under that column. Okay, value cannot be null. Function of x. Okay, let's check. Okay, I didn't change the data table here. Let me change the data table name here. It is still pointing to hold data table name, input data table. Okay, now I will rerun. Now I will display the result as 34,860. This is what the total value under the column total. Friends, in the first query we didn't apply any filter in our query. We just added all the values under this column invoice total. I just renamed it Now what we are going to do means we are going to filter this data table based on the condition invoice quantity equal to IT support. Okay, and then we will add all the values under the invoice total. That is our sum of the all values under invoice total for the invoice quantity IT support is 3890. Now we are going to write this query and get this result. Okay, now I will close this. I will go to studio. Now we are going to write query. So data table name is input data table as enumerable. Now in the first query we didn't use any where extension method. Why? Because means we didn't filter the data table at all. We just added all the values under the invoice total column. Now we need to filter the data based on the condition invoice quantity equal to IT support. So I am going to use where extension method, and in the where extension method 3 overload methods are there. We are going to use the one which takes the input as collection of data row and returns the boolean value. We are going to write lambda expression here, function of x column name. So what is our column name? Invoice quantity dot toString dot toLower equals IT support. Okay, now this query will just return the data by applying this filter. Okay, now after this we are going to apply the sum extension method. Sum extension method, the same query what we saw in the first simple sum category. So x, now we are going to convert this to integer. Invoice total, okay, now we will get the same result. I will run. I will just use a switch, filter and sum. This is our case value. Now I will run. We will get 3890 as the result. Yes, the same result what we saw in Excel. Okay, so what we have done here, we have used where extension method to filter the data based on the invoice quantity value IT support. Okay, and then after filtering data we are applying this sum extension method. Okay friends, we can also write this in using query syntax also. Now let me write in this way: from rs data row in input data table where of column name invoice quantity dot equals IT support, select R. So this is query syntax. Okay, we have not used extension method. This is query syntax, and then I am in this query syntax I can also apply extension method. So this is a collection of data source. I am applying link operator sum. So here function of x gain x of invoice total. Need to convert this as integer. Now also we will get the same result. Okay, now I will run. So we write the query using query syntax and also used extension method sum. Now I will execute this query. We will get the same result, 3890. Okay, if we are not using linky query, what we will do means we will use filter data table activity. Correct? First we will use, so link queue is mainly used to filter the data. So So instead of this assign activity, you will use filter data table, and you can give simply input data table and output data table, and here you can give column name as invoice quantity equal to IT support. Okay, so this filter data table will just filter the data based on the condition invoice quantity equal to IT support, and then you will use for each row to add the data. So that we have done in this single line of query. Now we will see another filter method. What I am going to do means, we will going to add one more condition. So I want to filter the data based on the invoice quantity IT support, okay, and age must be greater than 34, like that. Just you will use another filter, age must be greater than 34. That means we have two values, okay, and the total invoice total of this that two rows is 300. Now I want to filter data like this and get this 300 result. Okay, now let us see how can we do that. So what are our filter? IT invoice quantity equal to IT support, and also age must be greater than 34. So we are getting two rows. We are filtering two rows, and then we are adding the values under invoice total for the two rows, which is the 300. Okay, now I will go back. I will use new assign activity. Again write the query, input data table as enumerable, where lambda expression x. So what is our data table here? Invoice quantity. This is the first filter, okay. Invoice quantity dot to string dot to lower dot equals IT support, okay. And friends, you can see this is one parameter collection, and this whole thing must return a boolean value, and this can be any expression, but the whole expression must return a boolean value. So what I am going to do means, I will write and also x of age greater than 34. Now it will throw one validation message, that is option strict on prohibits operands of type object for operator. That is what it is saying means you cannot use this greater than operator on the object type. So what we are going to do, I am going to convert it to an integer. Now this validation will disappear. Okay, one more validation is there, cannot assign. Okay, so we have just filter the data table, okay, based on two conditions, invoice quantity equal to IT support and also age greater than 34. Now we are going to use the sum extension. So lambda expression or collection, second in is x of invoice total, okay. Now we will get the result 300. Okay, let me close this Excel sheet. Okay, it is there. Now I will run this. I will get the result as 300. Okay, now our query just displaying the expected result. Friends, this is how you can apply multiple filters using extension methods, okay. Hello friends, now we will see another example, that is in the invoice total column. Let us include some other characters like rupees, dollar. Now how to sum this column? Now we will write query for that, okay. Drag and drop assign activity. Unassign activity. What is our data table? Input data table. So input data table. So here we no need to use restriction operator, that is where extension method. Why? Because means we are going to sum the invoice total column. Okay, so where extension method is not required. We can directly use the sum extension method or sum operator, sum link operator. Sum, what we are going to sum, lambda expression, which is our collection of those first parameter. In that we are going to sum the column of invoice total. Invoice total. Okay, integer. So this is our query. That is, if that invoice total column does not contain any dollar or rupees symbol, then this query will give the addition of all the values under the invoice total column. Now what I want to do means I want to replace that to empty, that is dot to string dot replace. Okay, first we will run without replace. Okay, let's see what error comes. Now I will run this. In some result, now it will throw an error. Okay, because it is not able to sum all the values due to these characters. Now it is trying to apply the link operator on the collection of rows. Now it thrown error. You see, conversion from string 10 rupees to type integer is not valid. Okay, now what we do is just replace everything to an empty string or empty space. Now what we are going to do, dot, this is an object, so to string, because only after converting string we are going to use replace function. Replace what we are to string dot to lower. Replace dot replace dollar symbol, comma. Okay, now again we will run. Okay, let's see what's the result. Now we will get the sum, that is sum of all the values in invoice total column is 34,860. Okay, that's what we saw in the simple sum. If you take the aggregate operator in simple sum Excel, we can see the sum of all values 34,860. Okay, the same result we got when we replaced and summed all the values under this column invoice total. So while before adding any values under any column, you need to check if any characters is there. If it is there, just use replace function and then you sum the data under that column, you will get the result. In the same way how we used the sum operator, you can use other aggregate operations like maximum, minimum, average. Okay, using the same method, where by filtering, if you want to filter the data and apply the aggregate operations, use where extension methods. Okay, if you are to just simply without filtering data, if you are applying the aggregate operations on column, you can directly use that extension methods or as per your project needs in filtering the data. Friends, if you like this video, please subscribe and support our channel and share this video to your friends. Thank you.